fruit and seed. One more is left. Just Martin.
Hello.
Okay. So I think
Yes.
now I'm audible with you. I'm audible, Martin.
Yes.
Okay. So what we have to do, Martin, today? Would you tell me? Yes, Martin. Martin, don't you remember what we did today? Last class. Come on.
Learning about morphology.
Morphology. So what we did in morphology?
Androsium, gynosium, and
Okay. So look, today first we have to complete the fruit and seed. Then we'll do rest of the thing. So just a minute, I'm going to show you diagram of fruit. Right. Fine. So look, now try to understand. First, I'll let you know that what is the fruit and what is the part of the fruit and structure they are saying. Then we'll discuss the rest of the thing. Look, this is mango. It's a very popular fruit. That's why I have taken this example. Right. So the fruit is made up of different parts. So how does fruit originate? From which part fruit originate? Look, in the last class and the last to last class, I'm telling you, I have told you multiple times that ovary. Oh, now the Sharika has it. Look, ovary develop into fruit and ovule. So inside ovary there are ovule. Ovule develop into seed, right? And inside ovule or inside seed, there is an embryo which will germinate and will give rise to new plant, right? So I think this concept should be clear to all of you. because I have repeated it multiple times that fruit will be developed from ovary. So look, fruit is made up of various parts. So this is a mango. The outer skin which you peel out, that is called epicarp, right? And the juicy or pulpy part, fresh edible part or fleshy edible part or juicy or pulpy part, that is mesocarp. So in general, normally what we eat in fruit, that is a mesocarp. Inside there is inner stony wall, the wall which have hair like structure and it's very hard, that is called endocarp, right? So endocarp, it is not possible for us to eat, right? Then this part was ovary. This completely epicarp, mesocarp, and endocarp. These all are called pericarp. And from where they have developed? They have developed from the what part? They have developed from the ovary. Inside ovary, there may be one or more than one ovule. So every ovule becomes seed, right? It means there will be one or more than one seed. So seed directly they develop from ovule, right? Ovule develop into seed. Now you'll come to know that inner part, that is the uh, seed coat, right? That covering of the seed is called seed coat, right? Then inside seed coat there is a reserve food for developing embryo, that is called reserve, right? Endosperm. And then there is a embryo. Embryo is a infant plant, or you can say that is a future plant. So when we saw any seed, what happened? That embryo develop into, right? Is it clear to all of you? Any doubt? Keep on telling me if you have any doubt. Now after that, there are certain examples where with the help of example you will come to know what part we eat. Normally this question, this is one marker question which is being asked in your school. Look, this is a fruit like it's a mango, right? So example of fruit is mango. The type of this is called drupe. So here epicarp, endocarp, and what we eat. So basically we eat mesocarp. Mesocarp is edible part. I'm underlining those parts. This is berry. So tomato is called berry, right? Tomato fruit is, it's a type of fruit. What kind of the fruit is tomato? This is berry tomato. Tomato, look, there are multiple seeds inside that, right? So what you eat? You eat mesocarp, you eat uh, seed as well. That means you eat seed as well, right? Here, this is pepo. This is pepo kind of fruit, and the pepo, like pepo fruit is this one, cucumber. Cucumber is pepo, right? Now, speradium is a type of the fruit, and this is what you eat in speradium, that is apple. So speradium is a type of fruit. Apple is example. In apple seed remains inside. What you eat flaccid thalamus, right? Flaccid thalamus. Remember, you eat flaccid thalamus. Here, this is form means orange. Orange. This is septa. This is seed. What you eat, the edible part is juicy mesocarp. Mesocarp. In pepo, what you eat mesocarp, right? Here, what you eat complete fruit. In tomato, you know, we eat complete fruit. Means we use epicarp and pericarp all, right? So this is just for sake of your knowledge. Is that clear to all of you? Fruit or any doubt? Keep on telling me. If you'll keep on telling me, then I'll be confident. Alia, clear?
So,
Okay, great. So now we need to note it down some points which are important for us. Wait. Then I will let you know about this. Right. So please note down some points. And this diagram is important for your school exam, right? They may ask you this diagram. So remember the diagram, or they can ask you what part you eat, right? They can also ask you what part you eat. So also you have to remember all these points. So please start writing. Fruit is a ripened ovary. Fruit is a ripened ovary. It consists of pericarp. It consists of pericarp formed from formed from the wall of ovary. The wall of ovary. Full stop. Seeds are seeds are formed from ovule. One more important thing. There are fruits which are called false fruit or true fruit. So what are the difference between the false and true? So please note down. A fruit in which a fruit in which other plural part, other means other than ovary, other plural part like thalamus. Thalamus means the base part, right? Thalamus, staples, and petals like thalamus, staples, staples, and petals fuse with petals, fuse with pericarp, are called false fruit, or accessory fruit, or accessory fruit. Clear? Accessory fruit and false fruit is important. They can ask. Next, a fruit which is formed without fertilization. Fertilization we have gone through. Without fertilization. Or fertilization.
So can you go up?
Yeah. Without fertilization are called parthenocarpic fruit. Look, parthenocarpic fruit are those which are formed without fertilization. And what is the example of them? So look, if any fruit, try to understand my concept. Suppose that you get the question, it is possible you get the question, a particular fruit, apple, banana, grape, or any kind of fruit. If you get the question, suppose that if a fruit have seed and seed germinate or it propagate through seed, believe on me, it is a true fruit. But if the fruit do not have seed or if it have seed but seed cannot germinate, then believe on me, this will be the false. This is a conceptual build up, right? So build concept like this way. It's a broad division between them. Normally it happens 99.999%, right? So example, seedless fruit, banana, apple, they all are false. Note it down.
No, I'm not done.
Yeah, please note down. Then one more thing I will tell you: the aggregate fruit and simple fruit. I think that kind of division is not in your NCRT, but I will tell you like a small definition. What is the aggregate fruit? What is the simple? So fruit may be of two types: simple fruit and the second one compound fruit or aggregate. Aggregate and compound. So simple fruit, they are they are formed from the single pistil. Example, like mango. So the flower of the mango have single pistil, right? And that single pistil develop into flower, fruit. So that is called simple. Compound fruit, they are formed of uh, multiple ovary. They are formed from multiple pistil. Multiple means multiple pistils they aggregate, right? They compound, and after compounding, they uh, multiple pistils they get united and they form a single fruit, right? They are called compound. Compound fruit example like mulberry, right? Yeah, that is mulberry example. Mulberry. So in mulberry, every small seed that is a what ovary, right? Uh, Custard apple. In custard apple, every small part that is a single fruit, right? They are called compound fruit. Fruit can be of. Tell me if you have any doubt in any point. Pomegranate is a compound fruit. Every small red color that seed is that is a fruit. Pomegranate. That is compound. Done? Martin, done? Yasir?
Yes. Yeah.
Shidika, done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I think you have got it. This is important. You can take this is important for your school exam. Believe on me, this is important. This diagram is important. They can ask you the fruit and they can ask you the type of fruit. That can be asked. The type of fruit is not in your NCERT, but this can be asked. Right. Now come to the seed. This diagrams, the diagram of monocot and dicot seed, both are important. But believe on me, the monocot seed, the same diagram is given this mage, right? Mage seed. This is given in your NCERT. This is very, very important. They can ask you diagram. If diagram based question will come, then definitely they will ask you this question, right? So what is the seed? Seed directly developed from the ovule that I have already explained you and told you. Now let me tell you that what are the part of this. So look, this is dicot because it have two cotyledon, right? So look, if any seed can be divided into two parts, means if the seed is made up of two parts, two cotyledon, right? So this is cotyledon. So these, like when you eat peanut get divided into two parts, right? The one part, every part of the peanut, that is a cotyledon. It is loaded with the food, right? Uh, why the food is loaded? And between the peanut, you must have seen there is an in the apex part, there is a small segment which come out. That is basically embryo, right? When the peanut was in seed stage, if you will store it, what will happen is that the small apical part that will get the energy from this cotyledon and develop into the plant, right? The same thing happened with the gram, right? So cotyledon give energy to developing embryo, right? At the time of germination, these are the cotyledons. So there are basically two cotyledons, so we got dicot, and there is one cotyledon, this endosperm, right? This endosperm part, this is cotyledon, right? This part, this endosperm, and then look, this is the cotyledon. Endosperm and cotyledon both are the laden with the food. Both provide energy over here in monocot. Here in dicot, endosperm is not found, right? Look, this outer part is called seed coat. Inside seed coat, you can see there is a hypocotyle and epicotyle. Hypocotyle and epicotyle both are part of the embryo. Epicotyle, it make the shoot part in embryo. Epicotyle make the shoot part, and hypocotyle it make the root part, right? Shoot and root develop from the embryo. Collectively, epicotyle and hypocotyle both are the part of embryo, right? Both are the part of embryo. So this was the structure of the dicots. When it will develop, it will absorb and get energy from where? Cotyledon, right? Now come to the mage part, right? Means monocot. So here only single cotyledon. This is seed coat, means seed covering. Endosperm. What is the endosperm? Endosperm is the reserve food for, right? This is food laden thing. So what we eat in corn basically that is the endosperm. Again here epicotyle is there, radical is there, hypocotyle, right? Radical. So root develop from the radical, right? And epicotyle again shoot develop from the here. And cotyledon is this is there's a one cotyledon, those so this is called single monocot, right? Mono means single, right? And embryo, let me tell you the part of the embryo. So look, embryo is this kind of this one. It is embryo. The top part of the embryo, it is called plumule. Plumule develop into when embryo will germinate, right? When embryo will germinate, germinating embryo. When embryo will germinate, you need to understand it clearly. When embryo will germinate, this plumule will give rise to the shoot part, right? And the lower part is called radicle. When embryo will develop, radicle will give rise to the root part, right? And this plumule will be covered by a covering, right? Protective covering. This protective covering is called epicotyle. right? And radical will be covered by a covering. So this covering will be called hypocyte. Hypocyte. Tell me, is that clear? Nobody is saying that it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. Please note down it. Then I will dictate some point to note it down. Then we will start with the family. Done? Noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now please note down some point, because if you get the question from the sheet, then you have to write it as well. So what is seed? Seed is a ripened ovule. Seed is a ripened ovule which contain which contain an embryo or miniature plant, and embryo or miniature plant having adequate reserve food, reserve food for future development, for future development, right? That we have understood. And a covering, it have covering around it for protection, right? Next one. Seed may have one or more protective covering, protective covering called seed coat, right? And cotyledon and endosperm are food laden tissue, supply food to developing embryo at the time of germination. At the time of germination. And radical develop into root and plumule develop into shoot. That's it.
Sir, I'm not finished writing.
Yeah, please note it down. No issue. So this was about the seed and fruit. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Now we will start with the family. Alia, everything clear? Yasir?
Yes, sir.
I think Siddhika have rejoined. Siddhika, all clear?
Yes,
It's
sir.
simple. What your school authority will ask, they can ask you the fruit diagram of the fruit, and a very important question. The second thing, diagram or draw the well-level diagram of monopod seed. You have to draw it from directly from the NCERT. If you draw monopod seed, that's important. And this diagram is uh, more informative, which I have drawn over here. Martin, done?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So this was very important part. So if it is clear for all of you, then it's okay. Now I will start with the family. You have only 3 families in your syllabus. By the way, there are 17 family and number of the subfamilies in your this complete taxonomy part. But fortunately, and that's very good that there are only 3 families. So the first family which is there, that is the Fabaceae. So what is the family? Look, family. Let me give you some example. In the summer days, you must have seen some fruit like cucumber, watermelon, muskmelon. These all fruit, when we eat, we get same kind of feeling, right? Their seed will be maybe they are of different size, but their structure will be similar. Their property will be similar, right? So because they all belong to same family, that is called what? Cucurbitaceae. So like peppo, cucurbita, cucurbita. So that is peppo. So that peppo look like watermelon or muskmelon. So all this, their all property, their flower will be almost similar kind of the flower. Their uh, plant will be almost similar. The leaves will be almost similar structure. They have multiple similarity because they belong to same family, right? So that's why we have kept them in a group and made a family. I think this is fair enough to understand you what family exactly are. So flower of the is the plant of the same family have the similar kind of the flower, similar kind of the structure of the flower. So that's why we study the floral diagram, right? So this family is Papilionidae, right? Uh, the family name is or older name is Papilionidae. But nowadays when I was at your standard 12 standard class, so on that time the Papilionidae was uh, there was a Papilionidae in labels, but nowadays they call this Fabaceae. So the name of the family is Fabaceae. The subfamily. So I have already told you there are 17 families. There are a number of the subfamily. The subfamily of Papilionidae is Leguminosae. What is the Leguminosae? All the pulses belong to subfamily Leguminosae. Means all the pulses belong to Fabaceae or Papilionidae. Right. So the floral diagram, floral symbol, I have already told. Try to understand. How I will read, this is the floral formula, right? This is floral formula, right? This is floral formula. What is the floral formula? This symbol belongs to zygomorphic, right? This percentage symbol is called zygomorphic. This is called bisexual, male and female. Try to understand, I'm explaining everything. How I will read this formula? Bisexual, zygomorphic means it have bilateral symmetry. Flower have bilateral symmetry. Try to understand. You can cut this flower only into two parts only from this axis. Flower have this, it is not radial symmetry. It have bilateral symmetry. Zygomorphic. This symbol belongs to zygomorphic. Zygomorphic means both sex are available. I'm sorry. Zygomorphic bisexual. Bisexual means both of the sexes are available. Look, these are the. This is go through with my this one. Go through with this one. Cursor. This is these are the diagram of stamen and this is the diagram of ovary. Both ovary and stamen are present. It means male and female sex organs are both. So I have written it bisexual. This is calyx. So sepal calyx 5. Calyx are sepals. 1, 2, 3. Try to understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sepals are there. But all 5 sepals are jointed. Their margins are jointed. So I will write calyx K 5 and make a bracket. Bracket. How I will read this bracket? Bracket. I will read. How I will read? Gamosepalous. So I will read like zygomorphic, bisexual, calyx 5, gamo. Means there are 5 sepals and both all sepals are jointed. Now come to corolla. The inner whorl is corolla. Corolla have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The last 4 and 5 are jointed. So how I will write it? Corolla 1 plus 2 plus 2 gamo. Gamo means jointed, right? So corolla 1 plus 2 plus 2 gamo, right? Means jointed. Now come to the androcium. Means stamen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are total 10 stamen. Out of them, 9 are united, jointed. Androcium 9 and made the bracket. Bracket means what does it mean? Gamo means jointed. Plus 1. 1 is free, right? Then gynosium. Come to the gynosium. This is gynosium. There is a single ovule. So single gynosium. I will write gynosium 1. And this is ovary superior because ovary is at the upper position. That thing, ovary superior position, cannot be seen in this diagram. So how I will read it? Zygomorphic, bisexual, calyx 5 gamo, corolla 1 plus 2 plus 2 gamo, androcium 9 gamo plus 1, gynosium 1, ovary superior. That is the floral formula. And floral formula, from floral formula, you can see about the floral diagram. Tell me, is it clear or not? Those who have jointed, those who were present in the last class, they must be aware with this, that they must have got everything. But it should be difficult for the rest. Alia, did you got it or not? Tell me frankly.
Yes, sir. I got
Okay,
it.
Martin, what about you? I think you might have got out it.
In Lect. Yeah.
Yes. Got it? Everything?
Families Leguminosae.
Leguminaceae, it is some family. That is a family of pulses. All the pulses come in this group. Got it? Tell me first about the floral diagram and floral formula. Did you got it or not, Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
sir.
marginal placenta. What's that?
Very good, excellent. But that is a marginal presentation. I'll tell you rest of the thing, but just I want to know. What about you, Yasser, and what about you, Shidika? Did you got this floral formula or not? Tell me. Yasser, tell me honestly, because you was not there in last class.
No, sir.
You didn't got because you was not there in last class. Yes, Shidika? Was you
Yes,
there?
I wasn't there. No.
Okay. So what do you have to do, both of you? This is what. Oh, let me understand, Yasser. Yeah, Yasser, I will explain it again. I have in the starting of the class, I have told you, right? Floral formula and floral diagram. You will get it when you will revise the previous class. Look, I will show you right now. I have told you everything in the previous class. That's why I said that nobody will leave this class. Part of the class. Look, try to understand from here onward. Part of the class, I have told everything. You need to look. I have told if the flower have symmetry, what symmetrical flower means radial symmetry. I will write it actinomorphic, and this is symbol of actinomorphic. If flower is asymmetrical or if flower is asymmetrical or you have bilateral symmetry, right? So we will call it zygomorphic. This will be the percentage, will be the flower, right? Clear? And again, next one. Roughly, I will tell you even right now. Calyx. Look, the calyx. This will be the diagram, floral diagram of the calyx. This is K is the symbol of calyx, right? They are the sepals. So group of the sepal is called calyx. If calyx are united, we will write K, K number of the sepals and this one, right? So they are called gamosepalous. If calyx are not united, we will call it polysepalous, right? You after the class, you have to go through with this one. Corolla. Again, the diagram of corolla will be like this one. Group of petal is called corolla, represented by C. There can be two types. Gamosepalous, if corolla are united, we will make bracket. If polysepalous, corolla are not united, we will not make bracket, right? Androsium. Again, the same with androsium. Androsium is represented by A. If they are free from each other, we will call polyandrous. If they are united with each other, they will call gamoandrous. We will make bracket. If they are united in single group, we are called monodelphous. Look, if they are united in two groups, they are called diadelphous. If they are united in more than two groups, they are called polyadelphous. Everything I have explained in last class. Look, again with the ovary, this is called gynoecium. So group collection of testicle or group of testicle is called gynoecium, represented by G. If they are free from each other, we will call them apocarpus. If they are united with each other, they are called syncarpus, right? We'll make bracket. If the ovary superior position, this is called hypogynous. We call ovary superior. We will make underline below the G. If all floral part in same level, we call it perigynous. G and nothing will be made. If ovary is below and the rest of the part, sepal, petals, and rest of the part are at the superior position, this is called ovary inferior. There will be a dash above the G. So these are the symbol part. Placentation, I have told you marginal, axial, precentral, parietal. This is very, very important. You can get the question from placentation. And now today I have started with the root part, right? So everything I have explained in the last class, please, after today's class, go through with previous class video, right? You will get each and everything. So in the family Papilionidae, this is the floral diagram. This is floral formula. They have bilateral symmetry. Placentation is marginal. The name of the fruit is legume. right? Legume means the pea-like structure, right? Economical important. All the pulses belong to this family like gram, moong, arahar, soybean. Dye, indigo belong to this family. Trifolium is the fodder which is grown for the animals, right? Belong to this family. And ornamental plant, that is sweet pea, which is used as vegetable and it's the ornamental plant. It belongs to this family. Tell me. Now, if you want to ask any question, only this thing you have to remember. What is visible in the screen? Tell me if you have any doubt. Anyone of come to next family. Solanaceae. Solanaceae is called family of vegetable. Or this is called potato family because potato belong to this family. It is also dicot family. Now, what is the characteristic of Solanaceae? Try to understand. Look, again, I will explain everything. Floral formula. It have radial symmetry. Look, this floral diagram, it have radial symmetry. So I will write actinomorphic. This symbol belongs to actinomorphic. Both male and female part, look, stamen and ovary. This stamen, this one, stamen and ovary. Both are present. So I will write down bisexual. Both sexes are present in same flower. Calyx 5 gamo. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sepals are there and they are united. So I would like to write calyx 5 gamo. Again, next one is corolla. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corolla and they are united. I would like corolla 5 gamo. But androecium means stamens are free from each other. Androecium 5 polyandrous. But androecium are jointed with petals. Try to understand. Androecium are jointed with petals. So I will make this line, red color line, from androecium to sepal, calyx. Right. This line is called how we will pronunciate this line. Epipetalous. Androecium or stamen are attached to petals. Right. Gynoecium 2. 1 and 2 gynoecium are there. Look, 1 and 2 gynoecium are there. Gynoecium are 2. They are thin carpus. So both gynoecium are united and ovary superior. How I will read the floral formula again. Actinomorphic, bisexual, calyx 5 gamo, corolla 5 gamo, and corolla 5 gamo, androecium 5 polyandrous, epipetalous. Gynoecium 2 gamo, ovary superior. Right. This is the sepals, petals, stamens. They are united with the petals. This line represents this line. Represent the epipetalous condition. This line. Look. It represents epipetalous condition. If you are aware with all these symbols, then you can make the floral diagram formula from floral diagram. What is the fruit? Berry or capsule is fruit. Placentation, exile placentation. You can see these all ovules are attached with the exile placentation. Economic importance: food, tomato, potato, and brinjal belong to this family. The spices, chili belong to this family. Medicine, belladonna, it is used in wounds. Belladonna belong to this family. Ashwagandha, the medicine, belong to this family. Tobacco belongs to this family. Petunia is ornamental flower, it belongs to this family. Right. Tell me if you have any doubt about this floral diagram, floral formula, or anything. And have your NCRT with you. Let me know if you have any doubt. It may seem difficult to you, but this is not that much difficult. And one more thing, it is very important for your school examination. If it is in, it can be asked, like any of the family can be asked as a long answer. So you have to remember floral diagram, floral formula. The minimum thing which is written in the screen that should be in your mind. Go through with it and let me know. But I want your consent. Did you got it or not got it? Or if you have doubt, you can ask. But you have to tell me actually. Everybody. Alia, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Martin, tell me.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Shidika,
Yes, sir. No doubt.
no. Seriously, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yashir, Yashir. Go through with that and remember it, right? You go through with it again and again. Still, if you have any doubt, go look, take the link of the previous class, go through with it today. Then first go through with the previous class, then go through with the today's class, right? Today, like today, what you have studied. And even if you have any doubt, note it down this doubt. Ask me in the next class. I'll make you crystal clear everything. Look, Martin was there in the last class and he must have got everything. Because everything I have explained in detail. Now, the last but not the least from this chapter, was a very big chapter. This family belongs to monocot. This is Liliaceae. This is monocot family. It is called family of lily because the lily flower, beautiful lily flower. You must have seen this flower. You must have gifted this flower to someone. So this flower belongs to this family. Right? Look, the flower have bract. What is bract? I have explained here. Remember, Martin, what is bract?
Yes,
At
sir.
the base of flower, from
Yeah.
where the flower originates, there is a small leaf-like structure. Leaf-like structure. This leaf-like structure is called bract. Flower may have bract, may not have. If the flower arise from the bract or it have the bract, we will write Br dot, means the bracteate flower. And look, this dot will represent the bract. In rest of the two family, bract was not there. So we have not represented this dot and we have not written Br. The flower is bracteate. Again, it have radial symmetry to actinomorphic. One more important thing, very important thing. In lily, you cannot differentiate between the sepals and petals. Right? When, look, here sepal and petals are not separate. These are the sepal and these are the petals. One again, three leaves means three petals are below in one whorl, and after that there is another whorl. So there are two layers. Layer of three leaves, then layer of three leaves. Right? When you are unable to differentiate between sepal and petals, we call it perianth and we represent it P, right? When petals, sepals cannot be differentiated, right? We call it perianth. So what is the floral formula? Again, actinomorphic means radial symmetry. Bisexual, look, male and female part, male and female sex organ means stamen and ovary both are present, so bisexual. Perianth 3 plus 3, all are free. Actual diagram is present. All are free, so they are not united, but they are in group of 3. So perianth 3 plus 3. Again, androcium 3 plus 3. 3 in upper part, 3 in lower part. Androcium 3 plus 3, but they are polyandrous, means free from each other. Gynoecium are 3, gamo means they are jointed, and ovarium. Tell me if you have any doubt. Bracteate, ectomorphic, bisexual, perianth, 3 plus 3, the androcium 3 plus 3, polyandrous, gynoecium 3, gamo, ovarium. Is that done? Placentation, axial placentation. Perianth, I have told you, fruit is capsule or berry, economic importance. Ornamental plant tulip belong to this family. Medicinal plant aloe, right? That belong to this family. Vegetable asparagus and colchicine that belong to this family. Examples are very important. Example, you have to remember all the examples. And this was all about this chapter. This is all about this family. Go through with your NCRT and let me know if you have any doubt in any point, any heading, any subheading. In next 5 minutes, please confirm me. Then the next chapter is 6th chapter, that is anatomy of flowering plant. Will start. All of you, please go through with your NCRT and let me know if you have any doubt. Done?
Yes.
Or going through it? Alia? Shidika?
Done, sir.
Again, Yasir got disconnected. Now we'll miss it. Okay. So it's a very big chapter, but it's very important. Families are very important, right? Even the rest of the things are very important. Go through with it. Like stem is important, leaf modification is not important, stem modification important, root modification important. You'll get lots of the question. You can get like 2 marker question, last of the, and the 5 marker question will be from family, right? And one more important thing, like in the last class, uh, I appreciate like Shedika, I appreciate sometime Martin, and I think Alia also write down the answer. Right? Those people who are writing down the answer, I am checking them. Right, and I appreciate your effort. and try to improve every time. The last time I have given you a model answer, a model question, and model answer. I have picked the question from your question paper and I have given the model answer. Did you got that or not? Alia, Martin, Shidika. Have you got it from our team?
No, sir.
No? Come on.
I haven't been able to check yet. I just got Wi-Fi today.
No. In the last class, like in the last test, written test, I have checked your paper last test, which I have checked. The last test which I
The
have
Friday one?
Sorry,
The one
which
on Friday? The one on Friday?
Look, I'll tell you what is which paper. Mm, Not in this Friday actually. I think it was test number 2. Right now I'm unable to find it. I'm unable to find it actually right now. Uh, I have given to Sana that the model answer, the model question, the question paper which was given in the test number 2. There was a question. I have picked up that question. You have written the answer, and I have written the answer. And what kind of the question answer should be? Actually, the answer should be uh, the answer should be like of minimum 90 marks. Sorry, minimum 90 words, right? There should be minimum 90 words, and that belongs to 3 marks, right? So you will get for 90 sorry, for 3 marks question, you must write it down in 90 words, right? Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So I
sir.
think fine. So I think we should start the next chapter, and next chapter is anatomy of lung. Anatomy means the structure of tissue. So we'll start by today. Next is sorry, plant anatomy. Plant So look, the first and the foremost thing which is important, you are marking all of them. Fine. So first and foremost thing, what is the plant tissue? What are the tissues, and from where they have started meristematic tissue. Okay, meristematic tissue and common tissue. Yeah. So a few minutes are left. I will tell you what are the plant tissues and what kind of the tissues are found. Give me 1 second. Let me tell you the plant tissue and type of. Fine. Today I'll just explain, and the next class I'll tell you the this definition and all that. Try to understand. So what are the tissues basically? So tissues, this definition is true for plant as well as for animal, right? Plant tissue as well as animal for animal. Our tissues are a group of cells, right? Tissues are a group of cells uh, which perform similar function. They are called tissue. That is the definition. They may be originated from the same mother cell, or they might have originated from different kind of the mother cell, right? So they may arise from the same mother cell, or they may arise from the different mother cell. That is possible. But believe on me, try to understand my definition. Technically, from this definition, a number of the time I have seen the question in medical examination from this definition only. So tissues are the group of cells which perform similar function. The cells may arise from the same mother cell or different mother. That is the definition of tissue. I'll explain in the next class. So plant tissues are of two types. Try to understand. The meristematic tissues are those tissues which lifetime they have capability of division. They will always have capability of division, right? They have capability to divide lifetime. So lifetime they have capability to divide, right? They are called meristematic. Permanent tissue, they lose the capacity of division. Capacity of division. And they perform a particular function, or they get differentiated, right? They perform a particular Meristematic tissue they are not differentiated. They do not perform particular function. So meristematic tissue may be of three types on the basis of their location or on the basis of their position. We have divided meristematic tissue into three categories. Apical meristematic tissue, they are found at the apex of the plant where new organs are being developed, right? Like new leaves are being developed, new parts are being developed. So they are apical meristematic. Lateral meristematic tissue and intercalated. Lateral meristematic tissue, they increase the girth of the plant, right? They are called lateral meristematic. Then intercalary meristematic tissue, they are found. Intercalated means sandwich between them, two, right? Intercalary meristematic tissue, they are found those parts at the joint of the branch, right? They are called intercalary meristematic. So they have been divided on the basis of their position. Again, the permanent tissue can be of two types: simple and complex. Simple tissues are made of simple permanent tissue. So they loses the capacity of division. That's why they are permanent tissue. But simple tissues are made up of same type of the cell. Same type of cell, right? They have been made the same type. Complex tissue, they are made up of more than one type of cell. More than one type of cell. So further, simple tissue have been divided into three categories: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Right? Here the parenchyma and collenchyma both are the living, right? But sclerenchyma are non-living, and they have been further divided fiber and sclerites, right? We'll discuss them. Again, the complex tissues are made up of more than one type of the cell. So we have divided in two categories: xylem and phloem. Xylem are made up of tracheids, vessels, right? Xylem parenchyma, xylem fiber. This xylem parenchyma have been written twice, not correct. So xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Again, the phloem have been divided in four. They are made up of four kind of the cells: sieve tube, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fiber. Right? They have been divided into four categories. Clear? So this is the classification of tissues, plant tissue. We'll start with the next class. Right? Got it? Yes, Alia, Martin, Vedika. Look, Yasir have again left. So now
Yes,
the next class will face some difficulty. Yes, Martin, clear? Alia, clear?
Yes, sir.
So what is the homework for Shidika and Alia? You have to go through with previous class. Okay? I'll ask you some questions
Okay,
in
sir.
next class. Fine? Alia, is it okay? Will you go with
Yes,
that?
sir. Yes,
Very
sir.
great, great. Right. The next class, discuss with me. Don't leave the morphology. It is not difficult. This thing you need to understand, right? Okay. So for today, we'll wind up over here. Good night.